move this over. And a few seconds, see if anybody shows up here. Middle of Saturday afternoon. Um, sometimes you're just watching something else, and something comes up. Someone says something that triggers a thought in your head. I gotta look that up, right? So got a clue from across the pond, and nobody's in yet at 40 seconds. Oh, nobody watching yet. So, because if I'm doing live, it doesn't do me any good. I already talked about all the details in the first minute. No, I didn't. Hey, AC. What's AC for? Alco or Delco, Remy, AC. So I only got one viewer right now. It's AC. So if you're watching the replay, that's why I'm waiting. I like to have it to tell a few people, what I'm talking about instead of just the first one that comes on. Like I said, I could have discussed it in the first minute. I got kind of a clue from across the pond in 2 minutes and only one person so far. I used to get like 5-6 people in the first couple minutes, and yeah, they don't put notifications out. I don't know. There's snow on the mountains around here. Probably some fell where in my search area up there. No snow fell here. I have I put up a new wind generator yesterday. It's one of them vertical axis with these red fins. It goes around this way, But I haven't had enough wind to push it since I put it up yesterday. We got a second person now. We got 2 people watching. Hi, Maria. If I do a video other than on Mondays at 10, then it's because I made some kind of revelation, and the title of this video, Forrest Fenn's Tao's teaching, too far to walk. Were you able to confirm it, gentlemen? All I have is a picture of that picture he messaged me, and him telling me where he found it under a post. Now, any searcher up in West Yellowstone can easily go over there across the street from the dude and look and see if one of them posts have been dug up recently. It shouldn't be hard to detect. I'm not up there. I can't go do that. But anybody that's go inspect. Give us some pictures of. Oh, it looks like this one was dug up. Take some pictures of it. Send them in to one of the YouTube people. But none of them have picked up. None of them care about that. All they want is the gold and the coins and stuff. Somebody told me, one of the coins from the treasure was sold on eBay for $7,000. And when you look at the pictures of the coins in the book, the only one you can read the date on is on there like 3-4 times the same coin, and those coins are on eBay for $400 because they're a $5 gold coin or a $2.50 gold coin, you know, and the size has been changed on that drawing. There's a, you know, size and things and everything's all messed with in that, you know, and it's repeated coins and stuff. And they're the ones that are on there are, you can find those coins on eBay for $400. And all you have to do is say that it came from his treasure. Look, it's this coin on the, and it isn't. Coins don't have serial numbers. Arizona. Yeah, I was gonna go down there, but they got me doctor appointments into December now. Appointment 17th of December with the endocrinologist. My tea. So we got 3 watching. 2. Oh, I lost one. Who'd we lose? Who'd we lose? No, they're back. Okay. Or someone else is in. Because I said, oh, there's 3. So I'll start telling you what I was going to discuss. I watched metal detecting videos, and I watched this guy, Chill Bill, and he made a Taoist quote that to go really far is to return to the original point. To reach far is to return. To go far away means to return. And it says not such greatness implies reaching out in space, and also means functioning everywhere or passing on. Space yielding or functioning everywhere signifies far-reaching, and passing or means going far away. Going far away. So too far to walk is you're going far away and you're returning to where you began. It's the whole omega thing, the beginning and the end, the alpha omega thing. So, and there's something about it said, because the title of this page, and it was, yeah, it wasn't the title of it, but it was talking about being alone and stuff, and so Tao, and then Tao is Tao, right? And if it's Tao's teaching, teaching is teaching. So did teaching come from teaching? You know? His father was a teacher. Tao's T-A-O apostrophe S, that's Taos. Taos, Taos. Get it? And you put an apostrophe before the S, it's Taos. Like, you know, Chinese Tao was here. But it's a clue to Tao's teaching, T-E-C-H-I-N-G, right? Is T-E-A-C-H-I, teaching. It just took the A out of teaching. How you doing, J.A.? I was just telling him how Taos is T-A-O-S, but if you put an apostrophe after that, then it's Tao. It's Tao's teaching. Teaching, T-E-C-H-I-N-G is teaching. His father was a teacher. And Tao's teaching, oh, where'd it go? Yeah. Now such greatness implies reaching out in space, and also means functioning everywhere or passing on. Passing on, that's passing away. and passing on. So too far to go too far is to go so far that you pass away or die. You're dying. You ascend, but you return. You know, and passing on means going far away. To go really far is to return to the original point. He's brought that stuff up over and over. What I got on my arm? Just dirt from something. Probably off the dirty pipe I was cleaning. There we get that. Yeah. Oh well. Clean that off later. So, Tao's teaching. How I have it spelled. I have it spelled on the title of this video. TA' Tao's teaching, but it was English teaching, but his teachings were teaching. So that's very, very interesting, especially for his father was a teacher, and he talks about not far, but too far to walk. They were going down to a part of the river. If they kept going, it would be their end. They'd be dead. So you better get out of the river, stuff like that. But it has to do, with Tao and mysticism and everything. That, like I mentioned in a comment that I use the 6 degrees of separation in my solution. How far is this related from the poem to this object? Is there within 6 degrees of separation? And I'm finding it within 2-3 degrees at the most, But he plays with words. So teaching is teaching. What are we all learning? Yeah. If you're counting your eggs before they have hatched, something, there's some logic in there. But then somebody who can figure his stuff out, it might annoy him to the degree that the person has figured it out. That he goes, damn, that guy got it. Got it right. But too far is about passing, far-reaching. Too far is far-reaching, and passing on. If you've gone too far, like there have been some daredevils that have gone too far and passed on. Have you ever seen the video of the guy who base jumped from a balloon and he had one of them wingsuit things and he clipped the Royal Gorge Bridge, and it just turned him into mist. You're the one dropping in and out. Okay. That's okay. I was just seeing a thing that they're going to have the SpaceX, Elon Musk is going to have broadband satellite next year. They're going to start selling it. somebody was saying it won't be ready for 10. Well, for 10 years, it's like no. These satellites, they put them up there, and they only have fuel to last 7, 8 years. 7, 10 years at the most. And then they, I guess, deorbit them and let them burn up, come in, or whatever. But what they need is like a thing with a big, like 4 satellites or 3 satellites with a big net that they catch the dead satellites and have them re-enter over the Pacific or something. Yeah. So yeah, J.A. It's about reaching too far, overreaching. Signifies far reaching and passing on, going far away. To go really far is to return to the original point. And he mentions, that when they're going down the canyon with, in the Lewis and Clark story. And he talks about, knowing the beginning spot and the end spot, that you've returned to where you began. And as far as where did your chase begin? Mine, I guess, began in Oakland, California. I don't know if it started at conception or at birth, but that's where my chase began. Forrest, his chase began in Temple, Texas. It's going to end probably in Santa Fe, unless he gets an irk to go visit Paris or something. Far from the reach of Texas Rangers. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how many people dug up the yard over there, and got caught by neighbors or whatever. I think the house next door to his house in Texas is the owner of that. They own both properties. That's why there's not a house there. That's just an extension of the yard next door. Far from the reach of Jesus. And he's great, I say. Passing by passing, I say. Far reaching, I say. Returning. So, it's like seeing someone out, and they, like Lewis and Clark, went on their journey and they came back to where they began. Who knows, But being great, I call it eternal. Being eternal, I call it infinite. Being infinite, I call it reconciliation. So they're talking about, I don't know, what are they talking about? Chi? Teaching? Tea's real hot, so the safest way with my shaky hands is to drink it while it's still sitting on the table. Yeah. Yeah, Tao. 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 And put an S on the end. Tao, Taos. Tao, yeah. That guy. Just put, if it belongs to him, put an apostrophe there and an S on the end. Oh, Taos. And his teaching. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of you know, that's a lot of people. They're so programmed with Christianity that they've never explored. They know nothing about ancient wisdom and mythology and spirituality and all that. They know nothing about any of these other religions and things. I got an A+ in religion. And that's my AA degree. I had a religion course and got I 21 courses. I had 18 A's, 2 B's, and a C. So you're blinded by the light. Yeah, you know, I was thinking they call it they say confirmation bias, as if my confirmation of the Buffalo Cowboys car gives me bias. That's not the bias. The bias is I can't believe anything you've said because I'm right. That's where the bias is. It's the naysayers contain all the bias, you know? But when you know you're right, you're going to go straight to it because he's going to give you the key. After he passes, the key comes in his. I mean, I've still searched my area, and I'll keep searching it. If it doesn't show up in his will, I'll keep searching my area for it because I know that I'm on the right area. I found all his memories on the canyon walls, and I got the Buffalo Cowboys car, which it represents braving in the wood, because he was brave to lasso a buffalo. Come on, man. Show me how brave you are. Go lasso that buffalo. You know? So you can't say that isn't a brave move to lasso a buffalo. And then he prayed for D's. The car was found in the D of the word wood that was carved out of the forest like a crop circle. Yeah, Captain Marvel. The fanatic. You see, that's the other reason I'm good at it. He says you got to play your part. And if you're going to play your part, you assume the appropriate name, the fanatic. You know, and you play your part, and you know, you believe in your part. If you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to find it. And believing in yourself is what they call confidence. And he said it would be somebody that was confident. And people don't like it when somebody's confident. That's all there's to that. People are jealous of confident people. People who, you know, can't achieve what the confident, because what you do is you tell yourself, this is my goal, and I'm going to achieve this. I'm going to get there. But you know, I've got the canyon wall with the school teacher standing over him sleeping at his desk. I got the Thoth riding on the ibis, you know, and this even stuff that's in Once Upon a While, symbolized on the canyon wall, like the paint palette by Stan. What was his last name? See if I remember his last name. Last name before I get to the picture. Oh, I said Stan. It's Ben Stahl. See, so I had this SDA part. Yeah, the Ben Stahl thing. That's one of the pictures that I have of the canyon wall. Except this picture, the male and female roles are reversed. The one on the canyon wall, the guy's laying on top, and the girl's climbing up to kiss the guy. That's what. See, this one's the him got, but that is just reverse. It's mirrored what's in the drawing. So sometimes you find this stuff that's in the drawing, it's reverse of it's just a mirror image, and there's a lot of smoke and mirrors in this treasure hunt. That's for sure. Um, but it's to find all his memories on the canyon wall. That's the trove of memories that he found on the canyon walls. I I think I got a print of that in my the one of the I have a print of that in my it's in my car though, and I should put my shoes on before I started the video so I can take the camera outside. show you show you my new wind generator. And I've been having trouble with my right ankle, and I don't have any pain sensations in the meat of my feet. I only have it in my bones. And man, last night the left ankle was because my blood cancer's in my bone marrow. It's from scars and stuff, from scars in the tissue in my bone marrow that make my makes me make too much blood, and gives pain in my feet, my bones. It makes me grow bone spurs and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, if you knew, it's 15 now. It's about double. But I was talking about Tao, Tao, and Tao's teaching, Tecching, two words, Te, but that means teaching, Teaching. Yeah, his father was a teacher. Tao's teaching, Taos, Taos, New Mexico, and the too far to walk is now such greatness implies reaching out into space, and also means functioning everywhere or passing on, dying at the end of his rainbow. Space yielding or functioning everywhere signifies far reaching, and passing on means far away. To go really far is to return to the original point. To reach far is a return. To go far away means to return. So if it's too far to walk, it's just because you're going to return. And if you park your car, you're going to walk somewhere. You're going to return to your car at some point. How many people are afraid to die? Not me. I've left my body. I've gone, hey, look, come up here floating. And I was back. Yeah, all right. Oh, pain, no gain. Yeah. It was that thing I posted about I posted it on the see all. Oh, I posted a thing about the with the bear. There it is. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Except for bears. Bears will kill you. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, except for bears. Here, grab this. Oh man, that's hot. Oh, what happened? Rolled my tape over accidentally. Yeah. Let me see if I can. I had to make it a little older for my phone because my phone is so hot. So I had a little stainless steel pocket knife. I put a magnet on it and stuck the phone on it, and I'm holding the holding the pocket knife. Say hi, Togo. He's loud, huh? Hey, there's my old wind generator. Put this rake away. Here's my old wind generator. And just set it up here. You see, see how screwed up that was, huh? There's my new one. It's not spinning. But it's supposed to be quieter. It doesn't have to, it spins constantly. It has that vertical, so it's spinning, but it doesn't have to rotate and stuff. And the rotating one makes a lot of noise every time it shifts direction, and I'm hoping it won't be as tough on the bearing. And I just rotated my solar panel. See, I got a rope here, and I pull my solar panel around. So I move that about 4 times a day. And you see, there's no snow. That's a 14,000 foot mountain. But you see, there's snow on the other mountains in the distance. And around these ones goes down to Taos there. And look, here comes the train. I'll turn it around. Where is it? Come on. You might turn it. There it is. It's going to La Vida from Alamosa. What's funny is when they get to La Vida and they come back, they just go backwards. And so you see a passenger car leading the way. See, it goes in the daytime, it goes east like it's doing now. And then in the evening, it comes back the other way. But, or, in that late afternoon. And then in the evening, it's going back. So there must be another one coming this way. Because there's 2 round trips a day. Yeah, okay. There's the train. Blanca Peak. Mount Blanca is the whole complex there. Blanca Peak is one of the peaks. There's several peaks on there, but we call it Mount Blanca. Even the fudge company is called Mount Blanca Fudge Company. Getting a little breeze. Maybe the wind will. Where's my hole I was digging? My metal detector says there's gold here. Right there. In that hole. It says there's gold in there. But I think it's underneath this plant here. You'll probably see a bottle cap or something fall in there. It's a stick. But, yeah, my metal detector, when I put it on Goldfield, it has little beep, beep, beeps everywhere. But some are probably deeper. But with all the quartz and stuff that's in the rock, there should be gold here. And these I like etching these as little tombstones, Let's see, is it in there? Yeah. That way. There. These kind of rocks, my laser etcher does them. That's the, what you doing, Jack? Jack. Come here, Jack. Jack, come here. I'm chasing rabbits. So that's the, wind thingy. Maybe the wind to pick up enough to blow it around. Has to be wind. The wind has to be like 6 miles an hour at least or so. That's the new one. Not enough wind. Zoom out. And you see Taos is down that way, past my scarecrow. And this Taos Mountain down there. Let me zoom in for you. That's Taos Mountain. I must say, I gotta go in the shade at least to see that. From down under Canada and the USA. Oh, Trump said he's going to put a wall between New Mexico and Colorado. That'll keep Toby out of here. Toby thinks there's a wall anyhow, so. Yeah, but Trump said he was putting a wall in Colorado. Yeah, keep Toby out. Who the heck is this cleaned up guy? What cleaned up guy? Yeah, that big Bigfoot's tracking me. I went to Great Clips and I said, just give me the old man haircut. uh, so I don't look like I smoke pot every day, you know. Yeah, boom. That magnet just snapped right on there. Cleared the fuzzy spot off my screen now too. Huh. Yeah, I had the phone magnet stuck on the blade, and I was holding the phone with this. That worked really good. Now what have I missed? Now I can read this stuff. Build. Are you? They let you in? All you gotta do is put on that Bigfoot costume and just walk across. Yeah, Toby and they're trying to thinking they're gonna make money by having a private jet. Well, yeah, go ahead. Their show was terrible. It was like teenagers on the phone with their friends. I didn't hear much treasure discussion or anything. But yeah, there are clues. Too far to walk comes out of from Tao. Tao's teaching. Teaching is teaching. Is what kind of teacher? But I knew it was about the end of his rainbow is about the end of his life, and that's basically too far to walk. He's not ready to go there yet. Wacky bird. What are you doing, Togo? See, he's calling me. People say he's pinging you. Can you hear him say wacky bird? He always talks to himself. He likes saying his name. What you doing, Togo? See any kitty cats? Yeah, it's all up here. The heavy loads in water high. I got a flask coming that has the elephants pulling logs, and on the other side is the boats, the water high, the no paddle up your creek, and so it translates these boats go on the elephants. The elephants carry the people in the boats over the mountain. And that's what Lewis and Clark had to go over the mountain to cross the divide. That was part of the Northwest Passage. Mustache all clumped up right there. Yeah. There. can't help around. Um, the outside, if he went flying outside, there'd be a hawk on him immediately. But I do want to rig up a cage that goes on the outside of the window where his cage is, and turn the doors together, and so he can have an indoor outdoor, kind of like a zoo has, a little opening so the animal can come inside or go outside whenever they want, and just put little clear flappy door in it, for him to go through, a little pet door. Well, at least he didn't announce that. What you doing, Togo? he poop on command. I tell him to, before he gets on my shoulder, I tell him he has to poop first. Hey, how you doing, Rick? Remedy this, and can he hop outside? I had clipped his wings. I was living in Florida, and I clipped his wings, and he was sitting on my knee, and at an outdoor tiki bar thing on the Banana River. It's near across from Cocoa Beach. And a woman walked by with a Pomeranian on a leash, and he saw the dog, freaked out, and went, "Phew," took off. His wings were just clipped, and he took off flying out over the river, trying to stay airborne with clipped wings. And he went out about 300 yards, and I just kept calling him Togo. You kept calling his name, so he knew what direction, And he finally turned around about 300 yards out, and came flying back in, and just skidded across the smooth concrete floor up underneath the bar. And he landed, crash landing. Because he didn't have his wings again. And so clipping their wings just endangers, if they were to fly away, they're going to get killed really fast because they don't have their wings to do their combat maneuvers or whatever, and escape or fly away from a cat or whatever. And another time, I left a friend to watch him, and I was over at another friend's place across town, a birthday party, and I got a call. Oh, I took him outside, and he was on my, and the neighbor, he reached up and he took off, and so he was up in this 30 feet up this, or 20 feet up in this tree, over the top of, you ever seen them above ground pools that ain't been nobody taking care of it for 15 years, and there's all this yuck in there, and he was up on a branch above the pool, so I brought an extension ladder from what somebody told me he's the local Klansman, I didn't know that when I borrowed the ladder. But I got up there, and I'm hoping this ladder don't break, and I'd fall in this yuck with, But I got up there and get him on my finger. I put him on my shoulder, and then I climbed down the ladder and got him home. But, yeah, 3 times he's flown off and had to, another time I was in Oregon, and he was on my shoulder, and just a dog on the ground coming by, he took off. Yeah, I see him flying circles, because he wasn't clipped or nothing. I see him flying circles about 300 feet up, and then I see him go behind this tree, and that's the last I see him, And I went and climbed up this pine tree because pine trees are easy to climb if they're nice and healthy. The branches are all like it's like a ladder, you know. But he wasn't up there, and so um, I knew he'd answer me if I whistled for him. He'll call back. And so I went up on the roof of the house, and when the traffic was quiet, I put a whistle for him, and I finally heard a reply, and I knew what direction to go, and I went that way back to the back of the property, and by this, and I whistled for him, and I could hear him, and so I knew I had to go around the block on the other side, and I went around that, walked around there, and in between the houses on the gate to these people's backyard, he's sitting there on top of the gate, you know. So I just walk up and get him, put him on my shoulder. Well, I didn't. I kept him on my hand. He puts his claws around my finger, and I hold my thumb down on his toes to keep him there so he doesn't fly off. Hold him by the toes. Yeah, thanks. I finished off all my antibiotics so I can go out in the sun again. So I, when I was a kid, we they had me on tetracycline for acne, and I went fishing with my dad and my brothers out in the Carquinez Straits and Martinez. We were fishing for striped bass and sturgeon. My brother caught a sturgeon, and I had two bass, two striped bass, and but anyhow, out there, and the doctor didn't tell me, you know, that you're gonna stay out of the sun on this stuff, you know. So I learned the hard way that you don't go in the sun on tetracyclines. Yeah. So yeah, I was just made a revelation about us too far. Too far is gone is don't kill yourself. You know, deadly stuff. I wonder how my camera is this because there's this side of my thing is so cracked right around the camera, and it's seeing right through the cracks. It's kind of like the floaters I have in my eyes. The doctor, I don't know how you got 20/20 vision with so many floaters. I cancel them out, I guess. So yeah, Tao's teaching is too far. The ghost is here. The ghost? Which ghost? This ghost. Bim. It'll focus on the wall if I lean my head back. Oh, that ghost. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I go out again. Um, my right ankle occasionally swells up, and I don't know what you know, but I mean, there's still some searching for this year. Um, I was I'm going to be here until the middle of December at least, and they I've with the south facing sides of the hills and stuff, the snow melts real fast there. But and it doesn't snow real hard until late December, January. um, maybe the gold phantom. Oh, I wasn't. I'll read that one thing about again here. Uh, Now, such greatness implies reaching out in space and also means functioning everywhere or passing on. Space yielding or functioning everywhere signifies far reaching, and passing on means going far away. To go really far is to return to the original point. To reach far is a return. To go far away means to return. Yeah, I've got cinnamon and mint tea. uh, I like this one here too. See, this is a braid. He's holding his princess in his hand. Can't pull him off. This one here is near the gypsies. I'm trying to get the glare out. See this picture here. He's got his princess in his hand. This guy is looking up at her. Yeah. A little bit. Mothball fleet right here. Here, Martinez. Yeah, we used to go fishing alongside the mothball fleet under the Martinez Bridge. And the day we did that, when we come back, we live in Fremont, and you come over the mountains down into Fremont, and you could see smoke coming up, and this furniture store, Connolly's, was on fire when we came back. I was on fire too. My face, I was like I looked like a turnip or a radish, but I remember that. And the concrete, 2-story tall concrete walls falling down and stuff because of the heat inside. I think that was their second fire, and they didn't rebuild that part of the place. So, yeah, we got to see J.A. Street's Towish videos. Yeah, I ain't got much to talk about right now. Yeah. Um, well, the one on the one with the little with him is in Skippy when they were kids, and the toy car that he's sitting in. That is the Buffalo Cowboys car. And I'm wondering if there will be more scrapbooks, or was that it? That Buffalo Cowboy car in Skippy, you know? And I've got that car sitting in my shed. The bullet hole in it. The one in the book has a bullet hole in the cowl. The cowl is the gas tank. And so it had a bullet. that bullet hole was photoshopped because that was a running car in that picture, supposedly, and would not have a bullet hole in the gas tank. Uh, is red or yellow? The car? It's red Ford, rusty red Ford. um, I think yeah, someone there's somebody else big involved in it and all that, and that could be Robert Redford. You know, um, did he see her get shot? Did he see the person? It's scary. Oh, the one in the book. The one in the book is a Photoshop bullet hole. This one here is it looks like a big old 50 caliber hole on the top of the gas tank next to but when you look through the hole and you see where it came through on the other side, the entry hole on the other side is like a 38 or something, you know? So it was a smaller bullet that came through that tank from the underside. It was propped up or something. But it was moved into that meadow that was shaped like a D. He prayed for D's. And they got all wet. It was probably 40 degrees, and they were wet and they were cold, and they didn't realize how much fun it was until much later. That means it was worth it, because it was fun. It was worth it. Um, there were no doors. There were no doors where I found that there was the cowl and the two pieces, the little rectangular like things that hang below the cowl behind the front wheels, in front of the piece that goes in front of the door and I took those two pieces and I tossed them in the woods in the middle of the D. They're in there, and somebody else had told me they found one of those, and I said, yeah, I threw them there because it was too much to carry back. I was alone. Whoever put that there had help. They didn't put it there alone, and it was moved there at least half a mile. Um, Let me threw the gun stock in the door. Yeah. So it's too far to walk. Is basically the end of his life when he gets recycled. Because we all come back. It's all we're a spirit driving a meat skeleton. We're made of stardust, and we're a ghost driving around in a meat skeleton. Need some liquid in my throat. I was watching one of them antique shows, and they had one of these that was like 200 years old, and look, it was the same shape as this one. But you see, and it's a someone was asking me about it. I can't. I don't know how to play any of it. I don't know how to play anything on it. I gotta cover the holes with my fingers. Yeah. So yeah, and instruments, hand instruments. I mean, these are made for little people. They're not. See, it's almost my fingers are too close together. I can't put them closer together. So you know, it's like guitar strings. I can't squeeze one string. You know, I gotta squeeze two or so. You know. But yeah, it's an ocarina. I can rarely do that. But those are neat things to have in the woods, you know, if you want to screw with the animals, make some sounds. I'll have to I'll have to do a bunch of recording, dubbing over and stuff and make my own music. As they say, Forrest is watching. He's probably not going. Forrest is watching. He's not going to give us any more hints. But does it have to do with towels? In the towels? I, I know you said they had to do a teaching, but that's that teach. Um, it's teaching. It's Chinese teaching. 2 words. Teching, and which means teaching. It's the same as teaching. And Tao's teachings. You got to learn something from it, right? Some teaching. He wanted to influence more people than his father did. And so he's teaching us. Everybody's learning a lesson, even those who learn the big lesson, to don't go out there when it's 4 degrees. What? Oh, door's creaking. I thought it was closed. Was open. What? Do we need one of them to find the treasure? Um, he's taking what you can't have the treasure before because he's taking it with him. So it's not you know kind of you can't stumble upon it. If you can't stumble upon it, you can't find it either. Because most of us are out there stumbling. There's nobody with the perfect. You can't get a perfect. The only perfect solution is that they're his stories on the canyon walls. It's a contest, and the real Indiana Jones gets the treasure, but not until after he's passed away. It might not be after him and Peggy have both passed. We don't know. I don't think he'd. I would think that he would want it to end after he passes, so that none of this burden is on his family. um, Although his family would probably just ignore everybody because they're not part of it. You know. Um, yeah, I think even Shiloh would get tired of everybody hounding him if Forrest passed and they were looking for another. So I think Forrest would like it to be over after he passes. So that makes even more sense to put it in the will. And we're his entertainment until he goes, and after that it's over. And like time, hold on, I don't even know. Rabbit hole, yeah, it's down the rabbit hole. Uh, Life is but a dream. Merrily, 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 row, row, row your boat without a paddle up your stream, because you're not going to find it. There's no hope in finding it. There's no paddle up your stream. It's not going to be there. I don't trust his. Oh no, his grandson's a great guy. I've worked with offshore stuff and underwater robots and things, and um, I think Shiloh's a real cool guy. I can show him all of these stories after Forrest goes. I can show Shiloh where all these things were. Remedy this. Remedy this. What's the name again? Use paddle to move his dirt. No, what I found is these guys. You know how they have the stick that they push on the bottom? It's not a paddle. And the other thing is, you have to take your boat out of the water because you can't paddle up the creek anymore. You take the boat and all the people in the boat, and you put the boat and the people on the mammoth, and you go heavy load over the mountain to the other side where you put in to the river that goes the other way. And which travelers coming that way, that's a takeout and a both put-ins and takeouts are the same thing. That's what he's saying. You're coming back to the same place. Oh, that's good. He's home. We were all wondering about Troy. He didn't let us know. Keep us posted, but if he's gone home, he must be doing a lot better, or they don't want him to die in the hospital. That's what when they sent my father home, they didn't want him to die in their hospital. Forrest using ISO. Not ISO. Is that an international service office? What's the name of the band? And they're Strive, and they're in Barcelona, which is in upheaval currently. They have riots and people are pissed off because they locked up the people. That's the Caledonia. They want to separate from Spain or whatever, and separate from Spain and the bankers EU, and they locked up their leaders of of their party, and so the people there are having mass riots, especially the young people. So I don't know how things are going there in Barcelona for the band right now. Hope they're doing good. Okay. Um. Well, they could sell it. I can't. They let me use it for my intros and outro. But I do it. I just split it in the middle where it starts good. I cut it and then I put that on the end. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. The Strive there. Yep. They just put some videos up not long ago, but that was just before all these riots and stuff happened in Barcelona. So, and I told them if I get the treasure and I have a party, I'm going to bring them over here to play at the party. Oh, bad for business. Dying in a hospital. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kaiser killed my dad. They turned his heart lung machine on, and it was still set for cleaning in reverse, and it blew his heart up like a balloon, and the stuff from the filter went in his lungs and destroyed 75% of his lungs. And so they had him sedated for 4 months, and see, he went in May for surgery, and he died in October. They, yeah, they killed him quick. They sent him home. He had oxygen. You couldn't go up up the sidewalk, up the walkway to the house, and with cigarettes, because he had so much oxygen going there. Is a stick to hold the Attica. Yeah. So yeah, Tao's teachings. Teaching is the teachings of Tao. Tao is Tao's teachings. So it's kind of because it's all play with words. Forrest played with words. If everybody was smart enough, they'd find something. You live next door and you just listen to different. Yeah. I've only found one real artifact up there was this knife here. I gotta pull this leather off it because it's really better without this handle. So let's see. This is the knife I found up there though. I'll take it off of here because see I got it wrapped in this leather, but it covers half the thing. Twisting that. See, I just had it on that bone. And I had it way up there because this bone on the one side is real long. That's the knife I found. Let's see. It's the blade. So it's all worked on this side. These are all, and then there's this is like the thing for shaving the stick for you got your. Where's your? Thought I had a stick here. There's one. Yeah, dropped it. so they, you know, get this on this side. So this would, you know, they shave the stick with, you know, make their arrow, I think, with that little notch. And maybe they were hoping that that would have flaked further across, or so. I don't know. You could just about turn that into just something else, but it's very flat on this side, and it's sharp all along that edge. Jimmy Hoffa. I don't know. He did know somebody. He was talking about somebody in Chicago. Uh, mm, Jacob. Yeah, the guy with the ladder. He's over there in St. Elmo at the fire. Yeah, I looked at St. Elmo and stuff, and nothing really until I found uh, Tired and Weak and the wood and the water high and the heavy loads. But the heavy load, there are different heavy loads. You, you eventually learn that the heavy loads are the elephants carrying the people over the mountain, but there's other heavy loads. There's machines carrying people up the mountain. It's the same concept basically, you know. But it carries them up the mountain and drops them. They ski down, you know. That's a heavy load. It's because the ski lift will hold 300-400 people. What do 300-400 people weigh? Yeah, you check your neighbors. You can get 4 people, and that's 1,000 pounds. So 400 people. That's 100,000 pounds. That's more than any semi truck carries. Even well, they might have semis that carry more than that, but you know, generally they're about 80,000. So, oh, my phone is hot. Oh, tell you that. There. Stands alone, as I've gone alone in there. Speaking of Tao, the mother of the world, the Tao. Tao's teaching. And my phone is burning my fingers, so I gotta put it back on the magnet. It must be killing the battery, 60%. It was burning hot. They're trying to microwave me. The bad and the ugly. Tao? They use Tao in teaching. No need for a ladder. I had to use a ladder to get Togo out of a tree. I'm glad that branch held. But yeah, and Canadians tried to take him away, you know, so that's the 4th time he's been, you know. And Canadians charged me with parrot trafficking for traveling with my pet parrot, you know. You better look at, you know, because if it's just somebody traveling with their pet parrot, you better not be charging them with parrot trafficking. Unless I was bringing it up there to sell or anything like that. No, I've had him. He'll be 20 in 2 months. 2 months and 2 days, he'll be 20 years old. For all of 2020, Togo will be 20. Except for 3 days. 28th of December is his hatch day. Because he wasn't born, he was hatched. When the neighbors pulled out the whistles. You ever seen that giant parrot that walks around? Haven't seen that one. But I know if you clip his wings, he can still fly, and they have no chance to live if their wings are clipped and they've flown away. They'll be killed by a cat or something because their defense of flight is gone. So, yeah, the teaching towels. So I'm done because it's just gonna make a long video of me blabbing. I don't want to just blab. See a guy up there? He's the singer from Robin Trower, Davy Patterson. Yeah. I'm trying to pull my finger there. That guy, right there. And right there is Alice Cooper. This is Woody. Okay. Cockapoo. Yeah. It's people, yeah, he's talking spiritual stuff in the poem. There's spiritual and but there's multi-layered. It's woven. And he was who's the architect? All right. See ya.